Good morning, Web Spiders. Today's Wednesday. It is August 19th. I'm coming from you live. I think that's what I needed to say. Sorry about that. Mrs. Taylor's fourth grade classroom, and they're going to help me with a few things in just a minute. So welcome to Web today. I hope you have a great day. I hope you make lots of good choices. Remember, our character trait this month is still courage. Still August, so we're still talking about courage. Let me look through my book and see if I can find a good example of something with courage to share with you. I still like that trapeze artist. Remember that first day I told you, I don't think Mrs. Moran would have enough courage to swing from a trapeze. Let me give a huge shout out to some of the kids in Mrs. Walters' class. I have really been enjoying reading your courageous essays that you have been writing. And if it was shared with me, I did write comments back. So you can look on your Google Drive and see if you got a comment back from me. It's kind of neat to see different ways that you guys have been courageous. Oh my goodness, I like this one. If you're a reader, you'll understand this one. Do you have the courage to not look at the last few pages of a book to see how the story ends? If you don't know what I mean by that, sometimes you get into a book and you're just so curious as to see what's going to happen that instead of reading the whole book, you look at the last few pages to see how it's going to end. Courage is reading the whole thing through and finding out what happens. I like that example because maybe you wouldn't think about that. Oh, what about this one? My mom used to do this to me when I was young. We had a rule at our dinner table that you didn't have to eat everything on your plate, but you had to try it. So this is courage. This little guy right here eating. Courage is tasting the vegetable before you make a face. You might even find out you like it. I know I used to throw a fit about eating broccoli when I was young. Not really throw a fit, but at our house you had to sit there until you tried it. So there were times that the dishes were done, the floor was swept, my sisters were done with their homework and baths, and I was still sitting there because I was too stubborn to try my broccoli. So as soon as I tried it, I could get down from the table. That was just our rule. You didn't have to eat it all, but you had to try everything on your plate. So I want to give a lot of happy birthday shouts out again today. Yesterday I thought maybe we had a record. 1, 2, 3, 4 yesterday, but guess what? We have 4 again today. So happy birthday to Keith Allender from Mrs. Presnell's class. I'm wishing you a happy birthday. Happy birthday to Riley Deckard from Miss Cook's class. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Malachi Hunter from Mrs. Williams' class. And happy birthday to Ivy Soto in Mrs. David's class. Make sure you send me for a birthday backpack charm so that I can wish you a happy birthday in person. So happy birthday to you. At this time, I'm going to ask you to stand and push your chairs in, and we're going to have a moment of silence. Will you guys stand, push your chairs in, and have a moment of silence? Now, again, I'm coming live from Mrs. Taylor's room, so we are going to have our moment of silence. Then I'm going to show you the flag on the wall in Mrs. Taylor's room, and I'm going to ask Mrs. Taylor's class to lead us in the pledge. You guys ready?
Yes.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And before I let Mrs. Taylor's room totally off the hook, I am going to see if someone can tell me what courage is. Someone can tell me. I'll go over here to Braden. I saw your hand up first. Braden, we've been talking about courage as our character trait this month. Can you tell the web audience what courage is?
Courage is something you're not afraid to do.
Oh, I like that. Have you ever had to be courageous? Can you think of a time? Can you think of an example?
Like whenever I did my homework, I was stressed and I had the courage to do it.
Yeah, you did. I love that example too. You kind of get stuck. Sometimes, I know I've been a teacher for a long time, and at school it seems like things are really easy because the teacher's there helping you with it, and sometimes you get home and you get stuck, don't you? But courage is persevering. It's keeping at it and trying to finish it even though it's really hard. So thanks. I like that example. Let's go ahead and do our web creed together, and I'll let you guys start your day. Are you ready? I'm a member of the web family.
I take pride in myself and my school. I promise to do these things every day. I will only say positive things about myself and others. I will respect and trust others.
I will insist on giving my personal best. I will discuss and listen actively. I will expect and give truth and honesty. I am glad to do my part to make Webb School a place where everybody is somebody special.
You're special. I want you to have a great day. Make sure you're doing it right. Thank you, Mrs. Taylor Swift.